begin.
Yes, please start.
Also, I got the picture in.
Yes,
Oh,
please
yay!
start.
Oh, I want to see it. Yes, love.
Ooh, golf
Okay.
car.
All
Aw.
right. Well, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I know we're probably waiting on
Everyone.
I am eating
everyone.
dinner as per usual. Tonight's
That's
dinner
fine.
is
Yeah,
leftover
you gotta wait for the emails
eggplant
to get sent
lasagna.
out, the notification to go off.
You're
No
right.
one's
You're
gonna be
right.
here at the immediate moment I hit start.
Oh, no. I know that.
I'm
I
ready.
was just doing the hello, everybody.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Rebecca has counted us in
3
3
times.
times.
3 times.
I think I could quote that thing start to finish at this point, probably.
I'm sure you
Watched
could.
it so many times.
So,
I still haven't shortened it
Is
yet,
that video like officially uploaded yet?
It is uploaded
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
It is our trailer on YouTube,
Okay.
but there
yeah.
is a limit to how long your trailer can be on Twitch, and so I have to cut it down. So basically,
No,
yeah, I know.
cheese.
I wanted to make the long version for YouTube. Then
I dropped
then
the
I'm
cheese.
going to. Oh, I thought you were saying no to me having to cut it. Well, okay, fine. You were saying
No,
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 to your
I was
cheese.
saying no,
Okay, I see
cheese.
how it is.
I dropped a shred of cheese.
Sad life,
was
really. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to take the long version and then we're just going to cut it down to just the jokes without any, like, basically no context. It's going to cut out all context because it has
That's
to
how
be
we like
60
it.
seconds is the longest I can make it, and that means it gets rid of a lot of stuff. So it'll just be, like, the shot of me crashing. It'll just be... we're almost there. Oops. Like, that's basically the whole thing, not the whole conversation.
That's the best part,
it's
though.
just the joke part at the end.
Yeah.
Or, like...
So no, like, introducing or, like, rolling for...
I think I'll leave those in because that takes, like, 1 second or something. So, it'll have those. It'll just be... Any of the longer clips have to be cut down. I will see. I haven't had a moment of... I haven't had a moment, so...
Haven't had a moment of peace.
Yeah, no, for real, though. I've been working so much lately. I don't know why. Like, just all the hours. Every one of them, I work. Like, over the weekend, when my mom was here, I was making PowerPoints for this week, and I made PowerPoints for... While she was here, probably, like, 8 hours. There's no way that can't be true. No, that can't be it. 4, 5 hours? I don't know. And then I had to grade for another 5 hours. And just like, so that was my weekend, was making PowerPoints and grading. And then I got to work today, and I had to respond to discussion questions, respond to emails, and then... Oh, I had to post a whole class because I have a new class starting on Wednesday. It's just like, I work constantly. But I have my new schedule for next semester, so yes.
Rebecca, we know what working constantly does.
Yes.
We have an example right here.
I think there's a little bit of a difference, is when I say I'm working constantly, I don't mean actually working constantly the way you mean it. Like, I'm working more than normal. You are working more than physically possible.
Humanly possible.
Yeah. It's better now. I mean, well, the past couple weeks were crazy because I was analyzing samples, which would take like 10 hours in the lab, and then like making my poster. And then I had to submit a different abstract for a different conference.
Right, yeah, of course.
But it's good.
But it's good.
It's good.
I mean, I enjoy my work is the thing. So that's why I spend so much time on it, is I just forget that I'm spending so much time on it because, that ADHD mood, so...
I enjoy the products of my work.
I enjoy the process. So I think there's also the difference is that I do find what I'm doing fun, even though I realize afterward, wow, I was technically doing work this whole time, and that's a lot. And so that, anyway, moral of the story is that is why we don't have an official trailer yet. Or we don't have an official shortened version of the trailer on Twitch yet. We have the long version of the trailer on YouTube. Everybody should go watch it, because I put a lot of work into it. But
Oh, I need somebody to teach me how to clip because I need to clip that one part of the episode where I go, I'm a shark, woo!
what?
The last time we streamed, where I was like, woo,
Alright.
I'm a shark.
It's literally a button that says clip. It's not hard.
Oh.
I have found
it's like right on the bottom right corner.
If you hover over the picture,
Mm-hmm.
in between computer mode, like the settings,
Yeah.
it looks like the little...
Wait, how do you clip during a stream?
I assume the same way. I don't know. I can't do it from where I'm at, so.
I was actually talking about while
Oh, okay, I see it.
It's interesting that I can't clip from OBS. I mean, I guess that makes sense
that
it wouldn't work, but you can do everything
So, like,
else.
when you clip, do you, like, set it to, like, where you want the clip to start and end?
It'll take you back about a minute or something like that. I forget the exact amount of time. And then you can, like, move around the actual beginning and end points. And a clip can only be, like, a minute long or whatever. I don't know. But, yeah.
I feel like that'd be hard to do, like, while streaming.
Yeah, well, yeah, while you're streaming, maybe. Well, I don't think it'd be so bad for you. I shouldn't do it. but if you're not currently doing anything, it wouldn't matter. So it really depends on how the stream is going. But anyway, yeah.
I'll test it out later if there's a good moment.
Yeah. Anywho.
I found out that my cousin got his first credit in a Netflix show that he was working on.
Whoa! What show? That's dope.
Leah, do you know who I'm talking about?
The one from Switzerland? Wait, no.
No, it's our mutual cousin.
Oh, okay.
Well, cousin.
One of your many cousins, got it.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
To be fair, I only have 3.
Sienna, are you Stitch?
My what?
Are you Stitch from Lilo and Stitch? Ugh, cousin!
Yeah, I am.
I see.
Sorry, cat's out of the bag. I'm Stitch.
Alright.
Yeah, Sienna, why would I not know?
Oh, I didn't know if you had heard about it.
Yeah.
Wait, so what show? You didn't tell us what show.
You know, and not me.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't sure if you had heard yet.
What show?
Ironically, it's called Inventing Anna.
Oh,
and it's ironic because his sister's name is Anna.
The other cousin.
Oh, I've heard of that show.
Yes. Anna and Ray are brother and sister. And there's Leah.
Wait, was that Kate's voice?
And then there's me.
Is Kate here?
I'm here.
Hi.
Hello.
It's the documentary about that girl who pretended to be an heiress.
Yeah, it's not Arcane. If it was, I think I'd be losing my shit.
That's fair.
I mean, yeah, mood, same.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it's a documentary of sorts. Docu-series.
It is interesting. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Not that I watch things.
Looking for Ramo Baltic.
Well, are we ready? Kids?
Yeah.
Aye, Captain.
I can't hear you!
I'm sorry I said it.
Oh!
I saw that, like, look of regret across Rebecca's face.
Yeah.
That was so familiar. Look of regret.
As it frequently does.
So we're gonna get started. So last time on the Sleeping Gods of Ninda, we saw our party finally getting to Coven's Cove and meeting some new faces, some old faces, and some regrettably knowable faces. At least as far as Estrella is concerned. Last we saw our and we also, one of the new faces that we met was Gothrar, our half-orc boy. And I'm going to show his picture to you guys.
Boy. He's like a full man.
I mean, yeah, but boy.
But just because he has
Man.
anxiety and
But look,
pride.
but if you take a look, I think I shared it. The picture.
Leah, Gothro's a man.
He's a man.
You're a man.
A man. Oh, this guy.
It's an inside joke from our other camp.
I may or may not have pushed a man off the sky deck.
That is he's perfect. He is the gayest looking orc in the world. That's true.
What I did was good?
Yes.
I did a good? Yay!
You did a good.
So that is
You did a
Gothrar. I did a good.
I'm proud of you.
Okay. That was Gothrar.
I think you made him a little too hot, actually. You would never be. Then again, you're looking at him face on. You would never look at him on a face on like that. He'd always be like,
oh no, something
head down. Well, yeah, you'd be looking up. He'd be like,
So we left our friends at the magical squid.
I like how you said squid.
This is the sign that they used to have. Sienna, this is the sign that they used to have for the magical squid.
So I could slap 8 people at once. I want that sign.
My parents got it for me for Christmas.
Aww. Then
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
put it
steal
up.
it from you.
No. I gave you a ninja.
Mark just said, I don't think you have this chat up in Twitch, but Mark said that my Gothrar Kenny /fic is coming along nicely.
Can you leave Gothrar alone?
You guys will also see. Wait,
leave
guys.
my poor little gay boy alone.
Guys, I'm like really happy about this one. You will also see that we now have a Reginald mini, and you see that he does in fact have a little bowler hat of leaves, and he's also got a monocle of holly berries.
Goodness.
My God.
Did I hit?
No, he's there. Well, he's not like big. He's on the screen, but not like you didn't show big.
I love him.
Did it go through? Oh, maybe it's only showing Leah because
I had such a rough day, and I love it.
Anyway, yeah. Aww. So that's Reginald.
Oh my God, I want that tattooed all over my body.
Monty's thing, the horrifying picture of Monty,
that I had made that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic.
Thank you. I'm a fan. So now we are here with our party. You guys have just seen another awakened shrub, not Monty, burst through the doors of the magical squid and pull Gothrar close to their kind of pointy-leafed body.
My son.
My son!
My champion.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those situations. And then I almost forgot one last detail that happened off stream, where I had Shan roll an insight check for Zahara to see why she wanted the sunflower. Wanted that sunflower. What did we call it?
Sunshine orchid.
Sunshine orchid. Sorry. And it was purely to get her out of town. It was to allow for enough time for Zahara to be out of town. And I guess maybe that thought has just dawned on Zahara as you guys are all sitting here. Estrella is pushed up against Cade, frightened by this another awakened piece of nature. Gothrar is trying to soothe Reginald from being too clingy, and Reginald is giving a little bit of a look of disgust to Monty, like, I do not care for this.
I'm a distinguished gentleman. Gentle shrub.
He is a distinguished gentle shrub. Shrub. and this is where we are. And we have pretty much the entirety of Coven's Cove in this room as of right now. minus Lila. So it is like nighttime. And I think that you guys have been sitting here for a while, and Kenny comes over, and is just like, oh gosh, I gotta remember Australian accent again.
Do you need some practice?
I've been practicing in my head, but that's not as good as in saying it out loud.
Hi, how you going?
Yourself.
Hold
kind of keep your tongue to the back of your throat.
I know I can do it. It's just that I know I can do it. I just get nervous. I just get nervous, guys. Okay, so give me a second.
Cleo, the bathroom spray.
I'm never gonna
the condensation.
Okay. Hey, hold on, shush. Okay. All right then. You guys need a place to sleep tonight?
Wait, did we
in your bed
establish last session that like Zahara's been told that there's a place for her here now?
At that, Kenny actually looks at you and says, Zahara, I think I've decided, I don't know why, it's your name that throws me off my accent. They're gonna call you Z.
Okay.
Everyone from this town calls you Z.
Oh, I like that.
I meant to ask you about that, and then just never got the chance. Z, yeah, you have a place, down by the others if you want it.
Or I do.
Yeah. Gothra? G?
No.
G? Z?
No.
Gothra says, please don't call me.
No. He definitely doesn't do that. He definitely doesn't.
I think that's, you know what?
100% knows that you do not want to be called.
You know what? Gothra's siblings, to mess with him, call him Little G.
Okay, I think Kenny probably knows this already.
So,
and does not call you G. It was just I was trying something out, and it didn't.
It did not work.
Kenny cross G right there.
Oh goodness.
I mean, Kenny's like much older, so.
How old is Kenny?
We don't know that. Magical age.
Oh, I know that.
Ages are.
Wait, I have my sheet. I can look it up.
Hold
on 1 second.
So, Kenny turns to Gothra and says, she's in a place right across from you.
Kenny? Oh, wait, sorry. Kenny's only about 10 years older than Gothra. Maybe a little more.
Oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
Not the biggest difference, but...
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like 50 and 20.
No. Gothra's like mid-30-ish. Like early 30s. Like 20s.
So he's older than... He's 10 years older than all of us.
Sorry, I meant, late 20s, early 30s. So, like,
so he's still 10
30.
years older than all of us.
He's still more of an... I actually did not realize this.
Yeah, because I was going... See, when we designed our characters...
Did I not tell you his age?
No, you didn't!
Oh, no, he's like a full adult.
Yeah. So I don't think it's ever been made clear in our campaign, because when I was making my character, I prefer to have my character be my age, so she would have been 26 at the time, 27, whatever. But then they wanted to have 21-year-old characters or something like that. And so I was like, I'm not going to be the old lady in your group in your group of early 20s. So now I'm like 23 or 24.
I think you were 23 at the start.
Yeah, so it's a year later.
Too.
Yeah.
Well, Dragonborns mature very quickly, so that's why I put mine at like 23.
Yeah, so we're all like 23 and you're 33.
Yeah, Gothra's like 29.
20. So you're
That's not that big a difference.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Sometimes it is kind of funny.
I assumed you were like
higher level adult.
like 19 or something.
Kenny says,
Gothra,
she's in the one right next to you.
Oh, right on.
You want to show her the way?
Oh, yes, I could. Yes, I'll show her.
And then he turns to the you other two and says, "We have rooms upstairs if you want."
We gotta pay for that.
No.
Gothrar. Oh, because Gothrar turns to Kenny and says, "Am I supposed to offer a room? Are you implying that?"
No. And he no. No, we have rooms upstairs for
No, I have a question.
That would be great.
No, wait.
Right. Yeah.
Are you saying that Zahara has a room or a house?
Right.
Like an
How
apartment.
Like an
large are the
apartment.
living quarters?
So, 'cause I mean, you know.
It's like so. Okay. Kenny goes because he doesn't know how to explain it. Maybe just go take a look.
All right then.
And we can pretend that you walked over and you looked at the place. It's like a studio apartment kind of deal. There's like a kitchen area, there's a bathroom. There is a separate bedroom, but it's like a very small apartment.
Okay, so like they could stay.
They could crash on the floor.
Yeah.
In their air mattress, or they could have real beds
Or we could stay in real beds.
So here's the thing. You know, I am a lover of real beds. Just love those to death. You know, would marry one.
Let it be known.
Yes,
Trevor
let it be
loves
known.
beds.
I love a good
Bed
love a good bed. But I know these are your people. I don't trust this situation. I am suspicious.
Are you saying this like in front of Kenny?
No, we're looking at your apartment. So
Okay,
yeah,
right.
I don't have a real map for it, so I will bring. Actually, well, no, I'm not going to. I think
Is Gothrar still there?
Yeah, I think you walked them over.
Okay.
So, look.
So you're probably like standing outside. Yours is just across the way.
Yeah.
I am just not even going to acknowledge Gothrar at this point.
Gothrar appreciates
Yes, I
that.
figured. So I will go to your squid place if that is what you want. I just let it be known that I am suspicious of this whole situation, and so it may behoove us to stay together. But I would understand why you might wish to have your alone time in your own quarters. Would be nice to have your own place. I understand that, and you may wish to be alone in there or bring people there to be alone with. I don't know. So it's fine if I go to this magic squid place.
This is Zahara's like.
Not anyone in particular.
What are you talking
I
about?
just mean in general. You now you're meeting up with all your old pals who, you know, they don't, you know. You seem to have people who actually like you.
This is more awkward than
So
anything
anyway,
Gothrar
point
said.
being,
Don't worry. Estrella gets the awkward in there. In a different manner. I will say before you like left the magical squid to take a look, Maria does stop you, Zahara, and said like, "Honey, I know you have your own place, but if you want to stay in with me, we can have a slumber party." And she kind of just like throws that as an option, like.
Oh, you know
she
Zahara's
misses
going
you
for that.
because she has missed her daughter. So.
You had me at slumber party. I mean, I know that in
That's
the sentence, but you know.
I mean, at the end of the sentence. Good. Okay.
And she goes, okay. So yeah, so you have your own. You also realize that that these people, despite being underground, are actually. You know what? Zahara, give me an insight check.
All right, first roll. This is a +6, I believe. Oh yeah, that'll be a 10.
Oh yeah.
10.
So good.
Could be worse.
It could.
Yeah, it could. It's pretty down the line.
Pretty middle of the
I'm gonna
road.
say that you do notice that like the door that they show the apartment that Gothrar shows you the way to does have like your name on the door.
Oh.
But you open the door and like all the furniture inside is a little dusty. It looks like I think you get this because it's your family and stuff. they set aside an apartment for you, hoping that you'd come back someday.
Oh.
Oh, how cute, even though they
Zahara
were the
kinda,
reasons you couldn't come back in the first place. Adorable,
Zahara
truly.
looks at it and it's like she's appreciative, but also it's it's not really her home.
No,
They made it together to be one, but it's not really. But she's
yeah,
she wants to stay with something that she knows, specifically the people.
That makes sense. They wanted you to know that you'd always have a home there. You always have a place.
A place that they didn't let you into for a year, but who's counting?
Zahara just kind of tries to silence Estrella and be like, I'm going to speak with Lila in the morning and get some answers.
All right, then I will stop making the comments. I understand that you probably understand the same things I do.
Right.
It just makes me very angry for you. But, I'm sorry.
Right. And then I think as they're getting ready to kind of settle down for the night or whatever, it's at first was the initial shock and joy at seeing everybody alive, and then after she had that revelation with Lila sending her out of the city and all that, then she's gonna kind of take a moment and be like, what is going on? Why was I sent out? They've been alive this whole time. Just kind of those feelings creeping in.
Yeah. So, are either of you staying at?
Well, now that
the magical split.
I mean, I guess that my whole statement about us staying together kind of becomes moot when she's staying at Maria's. So,
yeah.
So that conversation didn't even really need to happen, I suppose.
And I think I think because Maria is like Gale in that way that she's not going to leave anyone just in an uncomfortable place. So she does turn to you guys as well and says, "You're also welcome to stay. It is very small in there."
Oh no, I wouldn't want to impose. That's fine.
Not gonna lie, you realize now though, because you've never met Maria, that she is like Gale, but she's a little bit more of she not a hard ass, but she is a little bit more I was gonna say selfish, but that sounds bad. Because she says, because she just said, she goes, I'm gonna be honest, I would love to have just an evening with my daughter.
Yes, I'm not going. I was not going to do that. You don't even have to say it.
No, she's thanking you. She's saying thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it.
Well, enjoy.
Cade cannot wait another second to get away from this.
Cade is
itching on the side, waiting for the second that it seems appropriate to book it back to the inn.
Maria looks at you and goes, "Go. It's fine.
I'm also leaving. Good night."
Have a good night.
Yes.
Gothra, sweetie, are you okay for the night?
Oh, yes, thank you. I will.
Picture Gothra living by a tree.
Just out of earshot. Or just in earshot. The furthest away you can get, but still being part of the conversation. So Kenny brings you guys up here, and kind of just gestures to these front two rooms. Although actually, I guess if you guys are no, this is his room. Sorry. He sleeps here. We
want to sleep in his room.
He has a hot tub. I call the room with the other hot tub. What? It's not. It's an inn. Who are you? Who are you renting this out to? Honestly, I'll take the hot tub.
Kenny does. If you ask him, he goes, "I don't know. Lila made them."
Yes, that
and then
tracks.
immediately Estrella is like, "Oh no, never mind."
Yeah, I don't trust that water at all. It's probably got. I don't know.
I meant she made the building, but
Did
whatever.
she fill the hot tub? So it's an important question. I want to know if that water has essential oils in it.
What?
Wait.
I don't. Also, I'm sorry. I don't like that.
I'm gonna tell you
Kenny
this
is
right
just
now.
right on the bed.
I'm gonna tell you this
What?
right now.
Mhm.
No, it doesn't. I filled it from the tap this morning. Which means it's also cold as hell in there.
Oh, that's not. Okay, I'll pass.
Cool. So
Probably
he
smells.
points you guys to these two rooms, and then he does point to this back room back here and says, but I mean, if you guys want to bunk together, there's bunk beds in there.
I look
Nope.
at Cade and yeah, and we both nope into our own rooms. Actually, yeah.
I did love just seeing Cade's mini on the,
You
on the
just-
screen, just
I-
immediately.
okay.
Nope.
Cade just goes and then I just
Zoom
look
over.
and I'm like, yeah, yep, all right. Not
Okay.
gonna argue that one.
So now we're gonna test something out for a moment,
Oh.
because I now have access to dynamic lighting,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and so we're gonna see if this works.
Mark.
So
Oh,
fingers.
thank you, Mark.
Yay,
Bell
thanks.
pepper.
That comment is so
Sub
good.
baby. Sub baby is the size of a bell pepper.
Oops.
You mean capsicum?
What?
That's what they call bell peppers in Australia. Capsicum.
Good to know.
Yep.
Why do they
So,
Like capsaicin,
Estrella.
but
Yeah, but
That's what I was
capsicum.
thinking.
Mhm.
It sounds like a
And Cade.
Pokemon, but okay.
They also say tomato instead of tomato.
Who does?
Well, they're wrong.
Wow.
they're just wrong. And then Sahara is here.
They also say basil instead of basil.
They do. Basil. Mm.
Basil.
My dad says
Love me some good
basil,
basil and
Oh,
tomato
sorry.
sauce.
but my dad says a lot of things, so.
They also say Macca's for McDonald's. They call it Macca's for short.
I don't like that.
You don't like Macca's?
so-
Oh, Macca's.
No.
So can you guys see?
No.
I can see. I can see shadows.
I see a shadow Estrella.
Oh.
And
I
see-
just wasn't in. Never mind. I can see. I can see.
I
Cade.
can't tell where I am.
Am I supposed to see
I'm
anything?
next to Cade.
Goth.
We're at the
Give me
squid.
a second.
I will say,
Yeah.
as I spin, my lighting doesn't change. I don't know if
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah,
didn't.
she didn't. She didn't.
Yeah,
do,
same.
She didn't impose the 180-degree rule that I imposed on
Yeah,
you
I did not.
in our game.
Because that's hard.
make me look fucking stupid. My character's constantly spinning around in a circle.
What?
Yeah, Gothar, you should be able to see 60 feet.
What?
Do I have dark vision? I don't even know. I
You
do have dark vision. Yes.
You have
I do.
superior.
I know,
No,
I
I
do.
don't. I have regular dark vision.
I looked it up.
What?
I miss
Thanks,
having dark vision.
you have superior. Never mind.
Oh.
I can't read. You have superior
There you
vision in dark.
So you have 120.
No, I don't have superior dark vision. I have superior vision in the dark. That's different.
Oh, see, I
have-
sped right.
Yeah, it's 60
All right,
feet.
well,
What does that mean?
I don't
Okay,
even
let me fix it.
think.
It's just regular dark vision.
Well,
Alright, give me a
all I see is a. Oh wait. Yeah, all I see is a black box.
Did you scroll down?
Yeah.
I'm completely zoomed out.
Well, we're learning
Okay, give me
on
a
the
second.
go.
Yeah.
Hello, Cracks.
Give me a
Thank
second.
you, Cracks.
Hello, Cracks. Thank you.
Hello.
Oh,
Yer.
cracks. Thank you, cracks. What is?
Y'all, look at my
Say
hair.
hello,
baby.
Cracks. Thank you, Cracks.
How big is your sub baby then?
6 months. That's pretty far along. I mean,
What?
A hype train
Oh.
is close.
That's why. I figured it out.
Sienna, is the hype train
Yep.
something that you started in
no,
Twitch?
No, that's a thing.
I mean,
no,
I mean, it's a
no,
thing,
it's a thing
in the internet.
in Twitch.
I use it for D&D days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I was gonna say, it's
the
like-
hype. Okay,
that's-
Shan, this is the answer to your actual question. The hype train that Sienna uses that term on our Discord to get people hyped about D&D beforehand, whatever. But like that is unrelated to the Twitch thing. Like, yes, it's the same word, but like the actual Twitch hype train occurs when you have like several people sub or whatever like consecutively within a certain amount of time.
No, I got that. I just like it sounded like something that like, oh, Sienna like typed like a fun message here or something.
Oh no, what I'm saying is like this is an official thing on Twitch. That's on every Twitch is what I'm getting at.
Y'all, we got less than a minute to start the hype train. Let's go.
Well, we would need someone else to sub us, so
I haven't technically subbed us yet.
I mean, yeah, neither have I actually. So, but I cannot.
Neither
I
have
cannot
I.
from this position. So.
I can't.
How do you sub?
How do you sub?
Oh no.
This indicates it's a
Hey.
Wait,
What?
were you referencing a different kind of
No,
subbing?
I wasn't. I was just making fun of you that you don't know how to sub on Twitch. We've been streaming for a year.
Oh, that's
I don't know how to
You
sub.
don't know how to sub
I know
or
how to
click.
dom.
Being inappropriate, I was being mean.
Yeah.
I
know
don't
how to
think
dom.
I even
I
have
don't know
a
how to
Twitch
sub.
account.
Well, do you have Prime? Then you have a Twitch account.
I don't like that.
I mean, I get you have a free Twitch. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know how to do things.
Me neither.
Yeah, you
Just
get
in
one
general.
you get one free sub with Prime that you can give to us, and then we make money off of you for free. But really, we're making money off of Amazon, so
Jeff Bezos.
so you should sub to us if you're not subbing to anyone else, because we're your friends.
Yay, we
I
love you.
can kill your D&D character.
Wow.
Hey.
Absolutely rough.
Yo, okay.
And you
Would
know
you?
she'll do it too. She's already killed 2 of
That's
us.
true. I have.
Yo, okay. Wait, I just thought of a brilliant idea.
Yes.
Any of our subs that we have
I
can
don't like that you
make
keep saying sub.
D&D characters for us to play in a one-shot that we live stream.
That would be cool and a lot of work.
It would be a lot of work.
And I'm
But that'd be fun. Like, they
That
could be
would
like,
be
ooh,
fun.
I want Rebecca to play this character. I want Sienna to play this
that
character.
would be very
Like,
fun.
yeah, ideas.
I've been thinking
All right.
I want to, for my next character, I want to play like a really new age, like crystal type person.
You want Rebecca to?
But like not
Guys,
like magical.
we need one more
crystals.
person to subscribe.
You want
to get the hype
Rebecca
train.
to play a new age crystal person?
No, I
you
want to.
Oh, okay.
For
What
whatever
did I hear? I
campaign
want
I
to.
do next.
Oh, I think I was
No.
overhearing Shannon and you, and then somehow I overlapped them, even though those statements occurred way separated from each other. I just had a moment. My ears are not on right.
Yeah, we witnessed that moment.
I'm
happen.
tired. Anyway,
I'm
Okay.
exhausted.
So-
Let's play.
Anyway, back to D&D.
back to D&D.
So
I still cannot see anything.
you're all the way at the Gothrar is all the way at the bottom.
I don't even see Gothrar, so
Yeah. That's one.
are you sure she's not on the GM layer?
I don't see my
Oh,
icon.
I'm on the token. The token layer.
The Tokon
The
layer.
token layer.
You're welcome. I did
You
it.
did it.
Yay!
You gifted a sub?
No, we got a
Well,
hype
no, but
train.
she also gifted.
I gifted one to Shannon, apparently.
Oh, you can do
Yes.
I gifted randomly, so it picked you.
I don't know what this does for us, though.
I don't either.
It unlocks hype train emotes.
Do we have hype
You just
train?
thanked Kate, like, in the chat instead of out loud.
Did you do that, Shan? Did you type that out?
Yes. No, I
Oh.
didn't type it out. It was like an automatic thing that I had.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot. How does this do? How do? How do
How
I
does
do
this
the
do?
thing?
Anyway.
Anyway,
Alright.
Gothar's just nowhere. He's
Gifted
nowhere.
We
It's
just
your
need
one
2
sub.
more points and we unlock a new emote, guys.
Okay, I will do that later.
Well, that would be good. I will do it later as well. That'll get us to 15 points, and then we unlock a new emote. Which means I have to make a new emote, so actually...
No. It unlocks a specific emote.
No, that's not what I mean. So we have sub points that only I can see from my perspective. And we're currently at 14 sub points right now, and we need 15 to get to... Oh, hey, we got another point since I said it last. But anyway, we need 15 in order to get to level 2. And at each level, you unlock one more emote. One more, like, emote that I can put into for people to use. So it's unlocked for us. Roll for nostalgia, not that.
I see.
Anyway, so we just need one more point. So you know what? Can I? Anyway, we shouldn't be doing this on stream, probably.
No. Okay. Sorry. All right. I'm back now. I hope that.
And if you want to get that hype train emote, you better do whatever you're about to do in the next 2 minutes.
Okay, how do I do it? I go to the... Oh my god. Ah!
Yes. No, don't play.
Okay. Leah, can you see anything now?
Upon second look, Gopher looks like a half-orc K-pop idol.
Love it.
Oh my god.
I don't see my. Do you want me to reload Roll20?
Yeah.
We're just issue city today.
Well, how is everybody today?
Outside
of
Are you
that?
asking the viewers or me? Because I had a bad day.
Ah, I got an ad on my own
Wait,
channel.
do I gift a sub to get the 1 point?
No, I think you just subscribed.
How do I subscribe?
Oh my
No,
god.
Oh wait,
I
am I
see
subscribed
nothing.
because
Yes,
Kate
you are
gave the
subscribed
subscribe?
because Kate
Yeah.
subscribed.
Yes,
Okay.
you can't be our 15th or our 9th whatever, our 10th subscriber. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you see yourself now?
You know what?
No.
Bam. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Wait. Oh wait, no, I can do it. Anyway,
Okay.
I think you just have wires sticking out of your gloves.
my gloves are heated. They're warm.
That sounds nice.
Don't judge me. My hands are cold.
Oh, yeah, who won the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't watch
The
that.
Rams.
The what?
The
Oh, the
Rams.
Rams.
The Rams, yeah. The
I only
Bengals
care-
almost had it.
I only care if I win money, and I don't think I did because nobody told me I won money.
You definitely did not win money. Your numbers were ass.
Okay.
They were not as bad as mine. I had 2 and 2 in the block pool for people watching that, know football. We had a block pool, and my numbers were 2 and 2, which is literally like the worst numbers you can possibly get.
Damn, that sucks. Yeah,
Balls.
mine was 5 and 0.
Becky, you got
20,
30
27 seconds.
I'm working on it.
All right, Leah, take a look.
15 seconds.
My shoulders are killing me.
From working out.
Oh my god, yeah. I started
Oh, I
my
worked out
new
yesterday.
split today. And so I'm doing a bunch of new workouts. Oh my god. You missed the train.
Oh, sad life.
R.I.P.
Man, and I just got there.
Too fucking slow, Rebecca. Way to
I
go.
know. Wait, I don't want to... Oh, use Prime. Subscribe with Prime. It's 30 seconds late. Oh well. I've done it.
Story of my
Dang.
life, man.
Well, Wait, why am I not showing up? No one cares that I subscribed, apparently. Wait, what? It didn't work. What?
Oh,
Okay.
oh.
Leah, are you
Oh,
seeing
yeah, I
things
see it.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, I realized my mistake.
Well, that's always the first step.
You couldn't control your character, so. All right. So, you are all in your various homes, or dwelling places for the evening. Does anybody have any other things they wanted to do before bed?
I'll catch up with
Yeah, you
I'll
can.
catch up with Maria and
Yeah, do you wanna RP that or?
We can just I can just catch her up on my journey for the last year, and if she has anything to catch up with
Yeah,
me.
she definitely asks you about Gale and stuff.
Yeah. Tell her Gail is good. Her sticky buns are as amazing as always.
I finally acknowledged that I did it.
Yay!
So we got to 15 points. We are now level 2.
Woo!
Ooh.
Now you have
We
more.
could have done that 6 months ago and just didn't. So here we are. But whatever. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, so you catch up with Gale, and then it's the next, I mean with Maria, sorry. And then it's the next morning. Maria has some, she has, other, breakfast pastries. She does, they're good. They're not as good as Gale's. And she, knows that, and she gives them to you for breakfast and goes, I know these aren't as good, but it's what I've got.
Tastes like home.
She gives you a kiss on the cheek. And Cade and Estrella, you both wake up in your hotel rooms. First night alone that I think either of you have had.
That's
Since you met.
horrifying.
Horrifying?
Wow.
A
Little codependent there.
And Gothra, you have your apartment. I'm sure you have your own. What's your daily routine? What's your morning routine like? For Gothra in this underground town.
He gets up, he makes himself some tea, and maybe has something simple to eat, some toast or whatever. Puts his tea down, forgets about it for a few hours because he starts studying and looking over his plants. Reginald is kind of just talking to him every once in a while and doing whatever Reginald does. And just
so your tea is
over...
getting cold. Your tea is getting cold.
Oh yes, thank you. And he takes a sip and then puts it down and goes back to reading and forgets about it.
Sir, he's just waddling. Basically, your entire morning is him waddling after you, with a cold cup of tea.
With a cold cup of tea and
and he's not allowed to. The only way to heat it back up would be to use the stove, and he's not allowed to use the stove for obvious reasons.
Many reasons. So Gothar is just pouring. He has tons of different books open to different pages and a lot of half-empty tea mugs around, with various tea rings and stuff, and plants in various stages of life and non-life. So he's just looking over plants and looking over books, and that's basically his morning, or his whole day.
Cool. So
I really want tea now.
Yeah, right? Why'd you do that?
You do see, Gothrar, you do see a slip of paper slide under your door, in Lila's familiar handwriting, that just says, I'm assuming you read it.
Yeah.
She's done this before. And it just says, meet me in the den, or meet me in the library at 10, which is in let's say it's 8 a.m. And then it says, bring the 3 who came yesterday.
Oh man, he has to take that initiative.
And there's an actual winky face on on the piece of paper, this will be a good lesson for you.
Oh, okay. He was about to ask Reginald, what does this mean?
No, I think he's I think Lila has been trying to help you with your self-confidence with people.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, she did this on purpose. You have to go round up the newbies.
Oh, God. Alright, so he kind of, just asks Reginald to remind him at, 9:30 to do this.
Yes.
And
of course I will.
spends the rest of the morning hyper-focusing on whatever he was doing, and also every once in a while panicking. A little bit. Not a lot. Just
It's fair.
Okay,
Just
so
a little.
it's,
Panic.
so at 9:30, Reginald goes, "Sir, it is 9:30. You need to get the others.
oh god. Okay.
Shall I come with you?"
Yes, please.
All right.
He downs the rest of his tea. And
Ice
and
cold.
goes ice.
I would like you to first make me a perception check.
Oh, okay. Also, I don't have my dice box on me, so we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way.
You can do it on Roll20.
Oh no, I have my dice, just not my dice
okay.
box. So, and by the old-fashioned way, I mean I'm using like a candle lid.
That's
Yes, that's the
yeah.
old-fashioned
The
way.
olden days.
yes, the olden days.
Candles are old.
Everybody knows that in the old days they rolled dice on candle lids.
Yeah. All right, perception.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is my perception? Probably not good, right? It's not terrible. Okay. Nope. That's a 9.
A 9.
Using a different die today.
Never mind.
Ah!
You go out and start to get the others.
Yep. All right, let me use this red die then. So I guess I'll just. Oh no, she's not. Zahara's not there.
I'm at Maria's.
Where?
You do know
Maria's.
that she's at Maria's.
Yeah.
You were
you also know
creeping
that
on
she's
our whole
there, too.
conversation, so.
Yeah. Rebecca, you're gonna want to change your.
I know.
You were stuck on this page.
Yeah. I really gotta get a new camera, y'all. I don't know if it's the camera's fault, but I gotta get a new one and see. I'm so tired of this.
Switch it to a different computer and see if like the camera does the same thing.
I can't switch it to a different computer. I can't run OBS on a different computer.
Right.
I
I
don't
can do,
have
like,
the
other
abilities
video
y'all
things.
do to just move.
All right, so he starts with Zahara and Maria
And
because it's the most comfortable.
yeah.
together.
And I'm assuming he knocks on the door.
Yes.
Actually, Reginald knocks on the door for you.
Aw.
He goes.
You might
"Wait,
get a splinter.
allow me."
Thank you, Reginald. I can knock next time. Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
And he knocks on the door, and Maria opens it. Gothard, to remind you, Maria is a halfling. So she's fairly short compared to Gothrar. And
Thinking of that how to talk to short people meme.
Yes. Lifts up. Like,
and she goes, "Oh, hello, Gothrar. Zahara. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't. Did you need me?
No, sorry. Yeah, I need. Lila asked me to get Zahara.
Zahara." And she calls you. And
yeah.
Lila's looking for you. I don't know why I started to give her a British accent. She doesn't
It's
have
the
one.
default.
Lila's looking for you.
Right. She's gonna finish getting ready and head out the door with Gothrar. I'll see you later.
And
Bye, Maria.
And as Zahara's finishing getting ready, Reginald goes, "I shall fetch the others," and just goes kind of
Oh.
running off.
Oh, I'm on screen. Okay.
And you two at the Magical Squid, you've come down, I'm assuming, for breakfast.
Sure.
There is, of course, Kenny has breakfast going. And
As long as it's not sashimi. You know, that good old bar sashimi that we all know and love. Yeah,
Hey, Ruby
breakfast
loved it.
sashimi.
It is not.
From a bar.
It's like some like hash browns and
Ooh.
some. I'm sorry. What were bell peppers?
Capsicum.
Some hash browns and capsicum and onions, and it's just kind of like a little hash. Like a breakfast with some eggs in there too.
Acceptable.
It's a breakfasty hash, and
I hate capsicum.
I also am not a fan of bell peppers. I don't know that Estrella would care that much, but Rebecca hates bell peppers.
And I'm assuming you guys are sitting together having breakfast, right? Or are you gonna sit at totally different tables? It's just you two and Kenny.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I promised Zahara I would lay off, so you can trust me to shut up. I know how to shut up when I have to. Trust me, I know how to shut up when I have to.
That was kind of sad.
Oh,
okay.
yikes.
That was a little sad.
Kate's just tired of people, period.
Well.
And of course, in pure Reginald fashion, he comes bursting in through the door. And he goes, "You are being summoned!
Oh.
God.
You, both of you, needed by
whom?
Gothrar."
By Gothrar summons people. I was under the impression that Gothrar would rather jump in a lake than summon anyone.
You're very right.
He chokes on their breakfast. For sure.
You are very right, but he was given a task, and I have taken it upon myself to finish part of that task for him.
Okay, we're coming, please.
Thank you.
God, make this stop.
And you realize that, as proper as Reginald tries to, kind of sound in comparison to Monty, he's just as awkward as Gothrar.
Lovely.
Kenny, can I get some of this for the road? I feel like I'm going to need sustenance for this.
And he's already put some of that, hash mix into a mug with, a fork in it, or a spoon, so that you can just kind of, because,
I love eating hash out of a mug.
It feels like a weird thing to, take in a bowl, to take a bowl with you. So he just puts some in a mug and, gives it to both of you with, some forks in it.
Alright, Kenny, you're getting on my good side.
And you guys head out.
I need to go refill my water, so, ignore me for a moment.
Okay.
Okay, we usually just ignore Estrella anyway.
Her headphones were off. She
not
couldn't
even
hear that either.
hear that.
Oh, that's why I waited until after Rebecca left.
Fucking savage, man.
So, you guys step out. And,
Wait, what was savage? How did I miss savage? Oh, wait.
Don't worry about it.
It was a comment that Shan made about you.
What, about
Not
Rebecca?
you. Not you. About
Well, now
Estrella.
I need to know what was said.
You can go back and clip it.
No, I can't. I'm working on OBS. I cannot go back and clip it.
Hey, Mark, you want to clip it?
Oh, my God.
She'll
Mark
have
should
to wait.
Clip it.
Mark, please
Or
clip
should I clip it?
You should tell me what it was, because I can't watch it, and so I can't react to
She
it.
said top hats are stupid.
Alright.
That is not what she said.
She did not say top hats are
Say,
stupid.
that's insulting my entire
She said we
way of
usually
life.
ignore Estrella anyway.
Ah, I see. I know.
So you guys step out, and Reginald has already, you see just the tail end of him going around this corner.
Where there's a strange glow.
Yes, so I didn't have this in last time because I didn't have dynamic lighting in.
Mm-hmm.
But the lighting situation in these tunnels, because you are completely underground, is very similar. Actually, you know what? Give me perception checks.
All of us?
All of us?
Yeah, Gothrar, you don't have to.
13.
You would probably know this already.
Are you kidding? I rolled another nat 4, which is what I rolled my last roll too.
13.
I mean, Dragonborns don't have dark vision, so I mean it makes sense. That's a 7.
7.
Big fat 7.
Cade, what was yours?
18.
All right. So Cade, you notice that actually you would be very familiar with these because they look somewhat similar to the orbs that you would have seen that you saw in Dorsima, the like light orbs. They're a little bit like dimmer. They're a little bit hazier. They're not as like crystal clear. It's like a bulb that maybe needs to be changed, but it still works, rather than like a crisp new light bulb. And you actually probably realize that that is more for the convenience, because this is a very enclosed space, and if you just had very bright lights, it would be a little too much. But if you have just kind of like dimmer lights every so often, you see that they are floating. So they are along these ways. Yeah, 20 for savagery. Thank you, Mark.
Love it.
And yeah, so they're just a similar lighting mechanism as the ones you saw in Dorsima.
Oh.
And so you guys, I assume, all come together. Reginald kind of is sitting here, assuming that Gothrar and Zahara will come this way. And
I missed it. Which way am I going? I'm following.
I'll move you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you went through a wall.
Yes.
Oh, you went through a wall, but now you're back. Sorry. And Gothrar is under Reginald.
You can make those into actual barriers, you know.
I know, I didn't know how.
Well,
I'm still learning.
I know, but you could just ask me.
Yeah, I know, but I was figuring this out last night. So. Yeah, so and Gothar, you know that Lila said to meet in the library, which is the top floor of the tower. Yeah. So I'm assuming you guys all head there.
Yeah. I was gonna say. Morning, Cade. Morning, Stella.
Hi.
How'd y'all sleep? I love how, like, in my voice, I was gonna say, like, I was saying how y'all sleep.
How y'all sleep?
Combining Australian with Southern.
I mean, I often say y'all in Estrella's accent, and that's, you know, who cares? It's fantasy. Everyone says y'all in fantasy.
True. It's just
Why not?
saying, like, you all, just say y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good day now.
Well, you know, I wasn't attacked in my sleep, so I guess no complaints.
I had a great night.
I just realized we can bring our HP back up to full.
Oh yes, that is true.
Yeah, we did long rest.
I brought you guys up already. Because that trip to here from Ninda didn't just like take a day. It was like a couple days.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was an intense reaction, Rebecca.
I don't know, because I didn't. Well, because I was injured from. I don't even know.
From that fight,
right,
yeah.
From that fight. That's true.
One where
whatever. Anyway.
Cade and Ruby killed some of the guys.
Yeah.
I did not. Mm-hmm. It was all Ruby.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't test me.
All right. So I'm assuming that you guys go up the stairs.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Oh. When you guys get to the edge of the cavern, where that door is, that you came through and hurt you last time. So up here. Yeah, up here. If you
I don't know what you're
Alchemy.
referring to.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, all the way. Is that where we should be? There?
Yes, that's where you guys go. In this cavern.
I don't know where my token is moving, but like the map just kind of goes dark, and then
Yeah.
Where am I? Oh.
Just, yeah. Cade, you can come down a little bit from there.
I can't see. I don't know where anybody is.
Oh,
you know what?
Where are you? Where did you just
Okay.
fly off to, Kate?
Until I can actually figure out dynamic lighting, I'm gonna turn it off.
okay, cool.
I can't see you guys, so if you saw me fly by, I definitely
You just flew off the map.
Okay, there you go. I turned
Everything
it
is
off.
dark. Oh, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
I
turned
can
it off.
see.
Okay.
I can fight.
Hi.
So, so you guys are now on the other side of this, like, stove, that you had just walked through, with this big wall of fire. It hurt you the first time. Is there anything you guys are thinking?
I'm thinking
Gothrar?
absolutely not.
Gothrar, you just walk through it.
Okay. Should I, like... Okay.
If you think... You know what, Gothrar, give me an insight check.
Will I still be able to just walk through?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just don't know how this works, probably. Insight.
You probably know how it works.
Wait.
This is to see if you notice that other people don't.
So, I'm not rolling very well. 10. That's a 10.
I think you see a hesitation from the others.
Is everything okay?
Last time we walked through this, no one told us the trick to it. So I'm not walking through this until someone gives us an explanation so that we don't get burned. So, you're someone.
Okay.
Yeah, just put
Not
the
say
just put
barely.
the socially anxious person right on the spot.
Yeah, really.
I don't know why he's the
so-
one who has to come collect us.
Gothrar, I am going to tell you straight off. I'm just gonna flat out tell you this because I'm 100% certain that Gothrar would have asked about how this works.
Yeah.
It only hurts the first time.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's.
I'm exhausted. I had a long
Yeah,
day.
I realized how I said it. It wasn't supposed to come out that way.
Okay, so Gothrar says, oh, yes, that happened to me. You can just walk right on through now. You'll be fine. And he walks through.
All right. I guess so. Zahara walks after him.
Did it work?
Yeah, you're fine.
Fine. I walk through.
I walked through too.
Okay. So you guys are now.
Wait, which building are we? Oh, we're down here. Okay.
You are at the bottom. Yeah. So, but you, Gothrar, also know that the library is on the top floor.
Oh.
So I'm assuming that you leave them there.
Yeah. Where?
Oh, you're not on the map. I'm sorry.
I tried to move someone else's icon.
I moved you. So you're on the second floor.
Where am I?
The middle.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Just keep walking up those stairs.
Yeah, y'all can come up here.
Do. Lots of stairs.
And you actually don't see Lila at first.
Oh wow, you got all three of them up.
Yeah, you guys don't actually see Lila at first when you walk in, because you guys are all the way over here. But she hears a creak on the stairs, and he goes, Gothrar, is that you?
Sorry. Yes, and I brought everyone else that you asked.
Great! Now!
I'm obsessed with her.
I'm sure you're going to all have some lots of questions.
Some lots of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, we do.
and I'd like to answer any of the ones I can.
I think we'd also like that.
Great! I'm just gonna take this. And you see that she walks over to a, like, small cauldron, or, like, a little basin that has fire in it. And it's metal.
Metal
Picks
fire?
it up. No, like, the basin is metal, meaning that it should be hot.
Listen, nothing's impossible in this
Right,
world.
yeah.
I mean, she picks it up, and she just walks all the way past you and goes to the second floor. I didn't mean to do that line. And she walks down a flight of stairs.
Zahara's gonna turn to Gothrar with like an eye cocked and be like, "Are we supposed to follow?"
Yes!
Typically I do, yes.
She answers
Alright.
you. Even if you're not talking to her, she answers you. Yes! Follow me!
Right. And I'm just gonna follow.
I definitely like share a look with Estrella before I start to follow.
And she has placed the fire in the center of this like little spell circle that was here. And there are like beanbag chairs and like cushions and stuff all around here. And actually, Estrella, are you lingering by the stairs?
Yes.
Does anyone else, what do you guys do? She is sitting in one of the beanbag chairs.
I'll take a seat in a beanbag chair.
I guess I'll sit.
Gothra, I'm assuming you sit as well.
Yes. Sorry.
So Estrella, you're the only one standing.
That is correct.
Would you like to take a seat?
Not particularly, no.
All right. Well, I know a little bit about what's been going on, but I don't know everything. So, you have the book?
Zahara kind of glances towards Cade and Estrella's direction, like,
You mean the storybook that Cade received as a gift from question mark, question mark, question mark?
No, I mean the book from Dosima. The artifact?
Alright, just checking
Do we?
before we admit to anything.
Did we get rid of the book?
No, you
we
didn't.
still have it.
Oh, I
I still
thought
have it.
in the ocean.
No.
You thought
We
that
We
considered
almost
it.
did.
You guys thought that putting it in the murder boat and then pushing the
Yeah.
murder boat away was going to get rid of it, but it's not evidence, and there was no dead body in the murder
We could
boat.
have killed someone with it and then
They
put it in
have
there.
a murder boat.
See, if we had killed someone with the book and then put the book in the murder boat, it would have worked.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Just
I
bludgeon.
mean, it's a good workaround. that we
Sienna,
should
how much
remember for the
bludgeoning
future.
damage does a book do?
It just has to do the last
well,
bit of it.
It
You
depends
know
on the
what,
book.
Zahara? You know what, Zahara? You tell us. You got hit with quite a few
That's
books.
true.
in
It
that
almost killed
library.
Zahara, so books are
It
dangerous, remember?
Did kill Zahara.
All right.
I mean,
well,
it
okay.
broke
You
Zahara.
guys had a library fight?
Anyway.
It did have a library.
Oh, Gopher would have been on top of that.
Yeah, Gothar would have loved this place.
Who has the book?
It's in the
I
bag.
I
which
have the
Estrella
bag,
now
so I
has.
have the book.
Oh,
So,
Estrella has
so,
the bag. Oh,
so
yeah.
Estrella's going to say, oh yes, I've heard of this book you're speaking of. What about it?
Heard of this book?
May I see it? So I know that you're not lying.
Lying about hearing of a book? Would you like to see the inside of my brain?
Gothar.
She turns
one-
to
oh.
Zahara. Sorry, Gothar, yes.
Gothar for once interrupts and says, "Is there a reason you all mistrust each other? Is it mistrust or distrust?"
Dis? I don't.
I have no
I honestly don't know.
I think it's both.
I
I
honestly
feel like
don't know either.
mistrust is
You
a
know what?
noun.
Lila chimes in and says, it's both.
I feel like mistrust is a noun and distrust Is a
an
verb?
action. Yeah.
Both are definitely
I'm gonna
words.
look it up, but let's keep
Anyway.
going.
Words
Anyway.
that you said?
And Lila says, well, it probably comes from the fact that they don't have a lot of the questions. I'm trying to give them those questions, but they're also being very cryptic about it
Oh,
and
we're
not
being
really giving me
cryptic
the things
about.
that I need in
Oh,
order to
okay.
answer those
You're
questions.
asking
you guys
us
actually-
to admit to
Guys.
having a very illegal artifact on us, and we're just supposed to say, yeah, we stole that. Yeah, no, I'm not just
Sienna.
going to admit
Moment.
to that.
And
Sienna.
she immediately
So-
cuts. Whoa, hold on. I have to say with Lila, she goes, one moment, and immediately cuts you off. You see her walk back upstairs, and she comes down, holding a leather-bound book that says, "The Life of a God," and embossed on the front is Charlie.
Listen, you already have your own copy, so what are you even talking about?
And then you see her open it, and there are pages missing.
Look, I will.
So-
Okay.
And then she
Estrella.
throws
Fine.
it back up to the third level.
Fine. I take out the
Um,
dang book.
Eats it. Yeah, she eats it over the railing back up to the third floor. If I leave it down here, I'll forget it. And she, and so you show her the book?
Yes, I take out the book. Fine, it's not even
Um,
my book to show anyway. I didn't steal it, so.
She
Yeah.
puts out her hand.
Yes. There you go. Take your book. Whatever. It's out
Thank
of our
you.
hands now. Great.
You see her twirl around and throw the book into the fire.
Awesome.
Oh,
and then
dear.
Yep.
and then plop down
This
on a
surprises
cushion.
me none.
And then somehow has procured some popcorn out of somewhere and just is sitting down and watching the fire. And she goes, "You're not gonna want to miss this." And are you guys paying attention?
Estrella is just leaned back against the wall like this, like legs crossed, but she is paying attention to the fire, even though she.
Yes, Gothrar is paying attention with rapt attention. Like,
Zahara
Um,
is paying attention.
so-
because...
wait, do you guys want to know the difference
What?
Yeah.
between mistrust and distrust?
Yes.
Because
Before
you
we go
might
on to-
actually be able to tell me if it's mistrust or distrust. According to Google, distrust is a complete lack of trust that tends to be based on experience. Mistrust is a complete lack of trust that tends to not be based on experience, but gut feeling.
Interesting.
Oh.
So is it mistrust or is
So
it distrust?
It's both. I think Lila answers it's both, and like because it is both.
Huh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Interesting.
That's completely new information.
I didn't know
I
that either.
assumed it was a
Now
part of
you
speech
know.
kind of thing.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay, so you guys are all watching the fire, and you see this flame glow blue, and in the blue flames, you see a woman in a lab coat, hair up in a messy bun,
It's me.
and you
Shan.
It's me
and
when I'm
you-
at the lab.
and she's got glasses on as well, and you see Zahara, make me a perception check.
All right, let's see if I roll another 4. Okay, that's better. That will be what is my perception? 21.
Cool. You notice that this woman is an elf.
That's it?
Don't worry,
Cool.
it's gonna make sense in a moment. And she starts to speak, and I'm gonna read this because it's like a recording, so don't interrupt me. Even if you have questions, I'll repeat things if you need it.
Got it.
Testing 1 2 1 2 3 test. Okay, I hope this is working. Hello, I'm Dr. Lila Bolt, first companion of Hayamoe, the god of the mind. It has been 2 years since the gods have fallen. The leaders have finished dismantling those who are faithful to the gods. Few of us remain, those who know the truth. Many of us have been lost in more ways than one. my son included. To forget what the gods have done to us is one thing. It's done for us. Sorry, that was my mistake. To forget what the gods have done for us is one thing. To silence them is another. What Trigger has done is the final straw. Knowledge should never be locked away. Magic, history, truth, these things are part of us. To lock them away under the protection of those in power is immoral and against the very nature of our realm. Fortunately, his prowess never matched my own. I've been able to infiltrate the library disguised as Charlie. They have embedded runes into the remainder of the journal to prevent it from being copied, but they haven't yet inscribed the runes to keep it from being stolen. I will be inscribing those runes on my next visit to prevent that from happening. They shouldn't be expecting Charlie for another month, but I should still be quick. What you need to worry about now is the organization. I don't know when you'll be reading this, or where, or who you even are, but they are in the Spavati Dunes, as far as I know. I'm sure they are watching, so keep your guard up. Don't take what they give you, unless it's an ultimatum. If they threaten you, back down. Give in to their demands, and don't let them get into your head. As they say, there is no fighting fate. If you don't know who to trust, look for a last name. Lastly, I will embed this recording within the bindings of this book. Somehow this must get back to me. Or perhaps it will be destroyed in the next book burning. Either way, someone must burn this book. And the flame goes out, and the book is still sitting there, unharmed.
What was the name of the god of the mind?
Hayamoe. It's Hiamoe.
Is Lila kind of like McGucket from Gravity
Maybe?
Falls?
No? What?
You know how he like seems all crazy, but he's actually
That was
wait.
sarcasm.
Yeah, that was heavy sarcasm.
She wasn't supposed to be, but now that you've said it, yeah, I guess she is. And the reason I had made you roll that perception check, Zahara, is because you realize that this is Lila, the Lila you know. Much, much younger. And you all kind of realize that you have never seen an elf that looks old. No matter how old, they always look fairly young. They age much slower than humans. But Lila is old. And you also realize, Zahara, that you never saw her with her hair up. It was always covering her ears. You assumed she was human because of the way she looked.
Oh.
So you know what? You should confront your own biases. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. I didn't make you make any sort of insight check for that. I just told you she was human, and that was gonna come out later. So
plus, if there is 0 old elves in the world, I don't think that's a bias.
No, I know. I was totally. That's why I was kidding.
Have you ever seen an elf who's balding?
Have you ever seen a fat elf?
Have you ever said that to?
I haven't. But I'm standing here
with beans on my shirt.
Yes, I was eating legumes. Yeah, I was eating beans.
I love Villier.
Villier is great.
He's just a guy.
And so Lila, after the flame goes out and the book is still sitting there, Lila goes, "May I keep this? I have most of the collection, but I would like to have it all. You know, full set and all that."
Well, I mean, it looks like this is yours? Or...
Not mine, but it is now. And she throws it up she yeets it over the railing again. She goes, Now, I wish I could say I remember that recording, but I really don't. It's been a long time.
How long exactly?
Lila, I'm sorry, how old are you?
Gothrar, you never ask a lady her age. But
You're
it's
right.
probably somewhere around 9,000.
What?
How
I'm
long
sorry,
have you
what?
been 9,000?
Gothrar like chokes on his own
So
spit.
she's not
She goes,
quite
how
over
long has the world
9,000.
existed?
How
Yeah.
long has the work?
How long has the world existed?
Oh, apparently you know that answer better than us.
Oh, you think I do, but I don't.
I think about 4.6 billion years.
It wasn't that long. It was
Just Gothrar
well,
now.
let's see. In that recording, I was about 23.
You remember that?
23.
That's a specific age to remember.
Well, I remember what I looked like in the mirror.
Lila, who's Charlie?
And you see, she gets actually a little solemn at that, and she goes, Charlie. Charlie was my son.
Wait, was your son a god?
No. No.
Are you a god? You're 9,000.
No. I'm just a very, very old elf.
This isn't normal for elves. They live a long time, but I always thought it was more like 700, 800, not 9,000.
You'd think. Yeah, well.
So you're just. I don't know.
9,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck.
Oh my god, what is this freezing position? It's been 10 seconds. I hate my camera. Anyway.
I think Cade stands up and like paces just slightly and then leans on the wall in like distress.
All right.
So, questions.
Lila, what's going on? Like, why
the world
did you...
is ending, darling.
We know that.
Well, yeah, we know that.
Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure. You never know.
Why did you send me out of our village? You knew, and you told everybody not to say anything. Why?
Well,
I thought
to be
everybody
fair,
was
they
dead
didn't
for
know.
the past year.
Well, to be fair, they didn't know. And they weren't allowed, I wasn't allowed, to even contact.
By whom?
Why?
What do you mean you weren't allowed? You have a boss?
Well, everybody's got a boss.
Is your boss a god?
Well, maybe.
Is it this Hiawatha? I already forgot. Hayamoe.
Hiawatha!
Hi, Waffle.
Lake Hiawatha?
Yeah, you know. Is it this Hayamoe? Mind god?
And she goes, well, yes, it was at one point.
And did this god tell you not to tell Zahara that?
Oh, no.
So who prevented you from telling?
Well, the organization.
What organization?
The Organization of the Blind Eye?
What now?
No!
The
It's
what?
not!
That's a gravity fall.
Oh.
It's actually not! Why? Okay, I swear, I did not base this off of Gravity Falls. And that's 100%, I'm not lying. You can do an insight check on me. And I will willingly fail a deception check. I don't know. Anyway,
Right, the organization. Wow, that was. I don't know what just happened to my mouth. The organization was mentioned in that recording. That organization. Yes. That 9,000-year-old organization. That is now. Okay.
Okay. I said 9,000, but
Over 9,000? It's much cooler.
Yeah, no, it's not over 9,000.
9,001.
She's probably about 1,000 years old. She doesn't
young-
know how old.
Oh,
she
a
is.
thousand.
Young world.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know exactly how old Lila is. The point is that she's old. But
I thought elves were immortal.
No, they're
not-
not actually immortal.
it's like
they
they're
they
immortal
live
because
like
they,
up to 1,000 years or something like that.
yeah.
Oh.
So she's not actually an old for an elf. Like she is an old elf, but like it's not crazy old because 9,000 is 9 times their lifespan, but 1,000 is not. That's just
you know what?
that's
No,
just like living to
I'm gonna
120
stick by-
for a person or something.
I'm gonna stick by Lila's words. She's somewhere around 9,000. I take it back. She is somewhere.
She
around.
might not even know.
give or take a
doesn't
couple
know.
thousand.
She for sure doesn't know.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't even know how old I am.
Fair, honestly.
Same.
Anywho.
Now.
All right. Well, I'm letting. I said I'd let Zahara can speak. I will speak later. I said I would restrain myself.
I feel like Estrella looks like that meme of the one guy like going like looking forward with his neck where you can see like the vein popping out in his forehead.
Oh god.
It's like that meme.
I hate that meme.
Oh god, it's so uncomfortable.
So Lila is walking back. The reason I moved Gothrar in this picture is because Lila is walking back and forth as she's talking to you guys.
Lila, what is this organization? Why didn't they want you saying anything? And why me? Out of everybody in the
I'm gonna need you guys. Hold
why
on.
me?
Give me one moment.
Okay.
Can you guys all make me? Gothrar, you don't have to make this, but the three of you, can you make me wisdom saving throws?
I don't like that.
Oh, boy.
I don't like the thing I rolled either. That's a 10.
Wisdom save is going to be a 10.
Well,
Oh no.
Estrella gets legendary resistances, right?
Resistances? Yeah, definitely.
Like,
no.
No? Okay.
I choose to pass instead,
Yeah, I choose
actually.
to pass.
Damn, I got a 7, so I did even worse than these two.
Okay.
I think we're all so dumbfounded by everything that's happening. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
Kate is very on edge.
I need to roll something now.
I am still in the room. I'm just gonna mute myself. And if I know how to do that.
You're lucky Lila just rolled a fucking nat 20.
Why is that lucky?
Oh,
she's not. Okay, never mind. Lila rolled a nat 20, not whatever is
not
it
whatever
hitting
that
us or whatever.
Is this what I was rolling for before?
No.
Oh, okay.
Lila goes, you were given something.
Well,
You were given
Given
something?
several somethings, actually.
What were you given? Show me. Put them out here. She, gestures to the carpeted floor. She, asks you to place them.
given by who? Like, mystery person?
Yeah.
Yes.
I go, here, there. Because I'm wearing both of the things I was
'cause you're wearing
given.
And she looks at your shoes and goes, nice. Not those. And points to the thing on your horns. Points to your trinket.
Oh, the trinket.
Yeah, pull mine out.
Zahara takes hers off her staff.
And, and she goes, You don't know who gave these to you?
No.
Well, Mayla gave mine, I think.
Wait, can I just real quick remember, because I was looking over the notes and I got confused.
Yeah.
Were our letters came after we were given
They
the
came
trinkets
separate.
separately.
Yes.
And the letters, you originally didn't tell us who wrote them, right? We had to roll to know who wrote them.
You had to roll
yeah.
to see if
and
you
so
recognized
did we
the handwriting.
And didn't when we roll it was different handwriting, or was it the same handwriting?
No,
it was different handwriting. Okay, so then I don't believe that Hallow sent this. So the answer is no.
Okay, never mind. No, yeah. I was mixing it up. No.
So yeah, she goes, you don't know who sent these?
No.
And
I was
she,
starting to think you sent them.
I honestly was considering that.
She, you actually see her go over to, a table, and she puts on, like, a leather glove, and picks up the trinkets, and, says, do you care about these?
I mean, it does make a nice ornament.
I don't.
I just want answers.
Yes. If you're about to destroy them, I'd like to know why before you just ask, do we care about them, and destroy them without saying anything in the middle. That's not really how, that's not really how cause and effect works.
Sorry, fair enough. This needs to be your decision.
Okay, but why?
Can I at least throw them out the window for a minute? We'll go fetch them later.
Fine.
She takes them and throws them out the window, and you see them just clatter to the ground in the ruins.
Why?
And she, like, and then you see her going like this. Yeah, it should be far enough. Alright, so, the organization.
Were those, like, listening devices or something?
I will actually, I want the three of you to make an insight check real quick.
What is Gothra doing?
That's a 27.
Gothra's just sitting there.
Dang.
27, wow. Actually, wait. No, it's not.
It's not a 27? What do you mean?
No, it's not.
What? It's definitely a 27. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah? And,
Sam's about to make you roll with disadvantage.
Why?
Oh.
I have reasons. I have literal reasons. Just give me a moment. I have to find
To be fair, we did just fail a wisdom saving throw.
I'm glad my camera didn't freeze on that look I just gave you.
Do we lose the feats that our trinkets gave us?
I swear, if you take that away, when I was going to do that on level up, and then it just goes away, I would have changed my level up. That's rude.
Everyone, subtract your proficiency bonus.
Subtract proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
So that's a 14.
I would have changed my level up. The whole proficiency bonus, or just the expertise? Because I have expertise in it.
Just the expertise, then.
What's my proficiency? Is 3, so... Then it's a 25. Mine is 3, so 24.
Mine's 3.
24.
24. Okay.
I got a 14 as well.
I got a 14, yeah.
Okay. Estrella, yeah, you don't feel as intuitive anymore. And neither do Cade and Zahara. I think you guys feel that. But Estrella, what you also feel is a lack of connection between you and your party mates.
Well, it's not like we were that connected in the first place, so they both hate me anyway.
That was my way of saying the tandem
I know.
tactic.
I figured that out.
I just wanted to make sure.
Saying they both hate me anyway, so this is not unexpected.
I hate most people.
Yeah. Most people hate me, so it's, it works. Our relationship works.
So she goes, right, the organization. So, you heard me, and she gestures to the fire. You can't fight fate.
I could certainly
But what
try.
they don't understand is that there is more than one fate. There's always more than one fate. The future can never be decided. It's all random. There's chaos everywhere.
Okay, that's something I can get behind.
They if they sent these, and I'm pretty sure they did. They believe the three of you to be part of a very old, very misleading prophecy. Because of course, right? Prophecy is the end of the world.
Oh.
The
Yeah, who would
specifics
base
of
a
this-
whole campaign around that? I mean, crazy.
I didn't. I said that because I didn't want it to seem like I was just copying you. Prophecy schmophecy is what I think.
Alright.
I don't know the full extent of the prophecy, so I don't know what it entails or what they expect to see from you. But whatever it is, I can guarantee. Well, I can't say that it's not good because good is relative depending on who you're talking about or talking to. Whatever it is, it's God killing. I would assume.
Uh-huh.
Rather than God saving.
Uh-huh.
I will say this, the three of you are a little bit too thick in it to back out now, I'm gonna be honest with you. But you were given a warning beforehand, so I can't really... I'm not going to, take fault for saying that.
When were we given a warning?
Are you talking about the writing on the trapdoor in the Church of the Based?
The one that specifically told us to stick together and do as they said. I suppose. The sticking together part. I don't remember the rest of it, just the don't be alone
okay,
part.
so I actually will... Those are in your, notes. You can look at them.
Yeah.
That one did say that once you're past the border, then you'll have to play the game.
Yeah,
but
I just brought it up for the chat, but
the
stream.
But the one that she is referring to, she quoted yesterday when she heard you guys downstairs eavesdropping, saying, and this is letter on door.
Letter on door. Oh wait, note on door. Letter on door is different than note on door. Okay.
Yes.
Which door was this?
This was slid under Cade's door the day after you guys stole the book. And she quoted the part that says, "You could simply go home. You need not be apart."
Right.
And she said, "So you were given fair warning."
So you're telling me that that's by two different people, and we were supposed to know that?
What?
Well, that the original thing is all, oh, stick together, and this one's just like, oh, actually, make your own choices.
Oh, no. They were always about making your own choices. It was suggesting that you stick together because it's good for you. You need friends. She looks at Cade when she says that. Don't you need friends?
I had friends.
Okay.
Well, I also have friends.
And then she looks at Estrella. Friends?
Well,
that's what I thought. I knew it was one of you.
I have...
Brutal.
I have...
Yeah. And then she goes, it's one. And then she... she says, "Look, like I said in that recording, You shouldn't take anything they give you, because of course it just gives them ammunition to use against you. I'm assuming those things gave you some sort of power. You liked that power. You can continue to use that power, but know that they will always be watching you. And they will slowly be nudging you in the path that they want. The path that they believe is the only answer. And I'm really sorry to say this, but they already have nudged your paths. And at that, she looks at you, Cade. And I'm very sorry for what you have had to endure.
Well, what do you mean they've already nudged our paths?
Look for the last names.
What does that mean?
Give me an insight check.
What are the last names of your life?
Can we all do an
I'm
insight
gonna guess
check?
this is based on the last name.
You guys can all do an insight check.
Okay.
In fact, Gothar, you can also do an insight check. Remember, this is not with your fancy. Technically, you should all also take a -1 to wisdom, because that's also what that trait had given you.
Jesus Christ.
My dude.
Well,
I
rolled
would have
an
leveled up
18,
so
that's a
differently.
21.
God.
I'm rolling insight.
I got a 15 insight.
I
That's
don't
a
even know it.
21.
That's too much math.
I got a 21.
What is?
21.
It would be a plus
21.
5, but then -1. So then it's plus 4.
It's fine, Rebecca. You don't.
This is-
You can keep the.
No,
you can
it's
keep
4,
the wisdom.
so it's 15. I think.
I got 21.
Okay,
I
we
also
got
got
2
21.
21s,
My
a
wisdom is
15.
crap now.
And a 15.
Kate?
For
A 15
being
as
someone
well.
who's supposed to be like a mentalist, I now no longer have expertise in mentalism.
Mental.
Like that was supposed.
Hold
so
on.
yeah, like I
Um,
need to get to a level up so I can get my expertise back. Wait, no, I can never get expertise in that. No, that changes everything.
Hold
I have
on.
to think this out.
Just shh. Relax. So, Zahara and Gothrar are on the same page. And I'll explain it for them, and then Zahara can explain to her. Actually, I'm gonna explain it first what Gothrar understands.
Right.
Gothrar, these people are in some deep prophecy shit. You don't know nothing about prophecies. You do not know divination. But what you do know is that magic is tricky. And just because one person says there's one way to do it, doesn't mean that there is. You know, though, that and what you have actually, I'm going to move now to Zahara, what you have essentially gleaned from this now, is that, there's been forces at work in maybe all of your lives that were nudging you to the path you're currently on. And they could have been nudges, and they could have been shoves. And you're thinking that for Cade, it was a bit more than a shove. And Cade, do you remember the person who killed your father? Do you remember their name? It's okay. Don't
Yes.
stress.
I wanted to make a point to remember it, and now I don't. I forget their name.
I can tell you.
Please tell me.
I gotta make sure I'm thinking of the right one.
Lila?
Yes, it was Lila. Lila murdered your father.
Yeah.
Just kidding. She is your father.
Guys.
Horrifying.
Charlie is your brother. Your long lost sibling.
No! Cade is Charlie.
Kate is Charlie.
Ah, it all comes together.
I am a god.
His name was Drenkid.
Oh, yes.
Drinkid?
Like,
It's
I
what
drank
it's,
it
that's
some
how
hot.
it's spelled. It's spelled like drank and then ed.
I
but it's
drank
drank
it.
it.
some water.
Drenkid.
I drank it some water.
Okay.
And roll me another insight check.
Okay.
Just Kate?
Yeah, just Kate. Cade.
That would be a nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh!
Bow, bow, bow.
Cade. You realize that you actually remember one time that one time you were walking along the docks when you were younger. This was after Leo passed, but Tree was still around, and you were still doing work with Callie, and you were getting her ready to help them with another shipment and stuff. And you were looking over the ship manifest, and Drankhead was going on this ship. Drankhead's last name is also Drankhead.
Drank it.
This
Yep.
is the worst name.
But
Jean
with this-
Valjean.
Moon
with this nat 20, you also saw another person's name on the ship manifest that you also thought it was weird. Now y'all are just gonna laugh. The Kobold Moon,
Oh, right.
his full name is Moon. And
Moon kills your dad.
no, that was Drankhead.
Drank it kills
Well,
you.
you got two dads,
Yeah.
so.
One's go by Moon.
And you realize, like, at the time it didn't strike you as that. You were like, huh, that's weird, but like never really thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear a puppy. And now I think as some of the like realization is, even if you don't understand what the realization means, Lila looks at you and she goes, those raised in the organization do not have a last name. So when they go out into the world, they use their first name as their last. I know, it's stupid. But a lot of times, when you meet someone in passing, are you going to take their full name? Or if they say, hi, I'm Moon. She doesn't, I'm just using Moon as, pretend that that's a common name. Hi, I'm Moon. Are you going to say, oh, and what's your last name? Or, oh, is that your last name? What's your first name? A lot of them have fairly off names that could be taken as a nickname, a first name, a last name. And when then filling out documents, they just assume it's part of their culture, because we come from all different kinds here in Ninda. There's people that just don't have... There are people who don't have last names.
Y'all, plot twist, Corinne is part of the organization.
No!
For context,
Crossover.
Corinne is Shan's character from our other campaign who
Oh, I
does
didn't
not
think
have a last name. So
Yeah.
Corinne,
Corinne,
no
Corinne.
last
Corinne.
Corinne, last name.
we did
Well,
joke about your last name just being Corinne at one point, so you know.
Corinne,
But,
Corinne!
And then what did
Yeah.
we say my middle name was? It was like Danger or something stupid
Probably,
like that.
yes.
Corinne, Danger, no last name.
And so she goes, she says, like, I mean, I don't have a last name. But I don't go by Lila because that would be too much. I had a last name.
Oh, didn't we all?
I still do.
Good for you, honey. I don't. I gave up my last name a while back. Some of us tend to do that when working with the gods. So, yeah. If you ever meet someone and you don't know their full name, just ask them, and if they get all weirdly quiet and they say some shit like Moon, then maybe they're part of the organization, you know?
See, you
a
keep
sensitive
calling it an
topic.
organization, but it just sounds like a cult.
Oh, it is! They call themselves the organization.
So they're the reason why I've been traveling around for the past year thinking everyone
we were
was dead.
Yes. Is it the reason that Maria hates me? Yes. Because I couldn't let her see her daughter when she came back. And I only wish that I could.
So it sounds like you're not really working with them, so why are you...
Oh, I'm 100% not, but did you not see what I said in the recording?
I don't know, there were a lot of words.
Well, and then she, like, you see that she goes to, like, throw the book on the fire again, realizes that it's upstairs, and then she goes, no, not with it.
She accidentally throws a different book.
Yeah.
It just burns.
It just burns.
It was Gothra's diary.
Katie's dead silent. Like, every bone in their body, every joint is, like, clenched. Like, jaw, fists, like, knuckles,
Valid.
like, pale white. Paler than they already are. Like, tense.
No, we're gonna take down this organization.
Reginald, sees this, and is very familiar with this with Gothra, because, you know, panic attacks come in all forms. And so he comes over to you with a cold cup of tea. I'm sorry, sorry, that was Lila's voice. I'm sorry.
Lila, it turned into a shrub.
Reginald is very good at impressions.
Now I'm stuck in Lila's voice and I can't get out of it.
My son's friend.
I'm sorry. My thermos only has cold tea. It's how Sir likes it.
That's...
I don't
unfortunate.
like it that way. I just
No,
forget
thank
about
you.
it a lot.
I'm sorry. I am sorry. I misread situation. He sits down and just, like, pours it on himself, because it's like, it's still water.
This whole situation.
It's just cold leaf juice, I guess.
It's how shrubs drink.
Oh, God.
Cold leaf juice. Is this what happens at the end of Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
I don't know, Mark, is it?
It is. It's 100%. No.
I don't Star Wars, so I don't know the reference.
So, yeah, and she goes, yeah, so they threatened to expose what we had going on here, which was being alive.
I'm sorry, but the way you said that.
And threatened you. Threatened that they'd find another, and said that you could become expendable if they deemed it so.
So, if we don't do what they want us to do, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna take us out?
I don't know.
Where can you even find this organization anyway?
Funny you should ask that. So, I was... well, as I said in my recording, they are typically in the Spavati Dunes. I mean, you know, and I'm gonna say this out of character. There are like small villages all over Ninda that, like, even in like the wild parts, not wasteland, like the wild parts, like the Spavati Dunes, has like a couple different villages of people who live there. It's harsher conditions, but it's possible. It's like
living in the outback.
Tatooine.
no, I was thinking of the wasteland in Shira.
I haven't seen Shira.
Ah. The
What?
Crimson Waste.
Crimson Waste, that's it. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Where it's like, it's possible, but it's harsh. And so basically when these people have like come into society and not had a last name and just put their own last name, people kind of assumed that they were just from a small enough village that, and this is kind of the story that they give, is that they're from a small enough village that they didn't use last names because everyone just goes by their first. And so like they fill in the first name as the last name. That's how they usually kind of spin it in the society. And pretend Lila kind of said that. I wanted to explain it a little clearer without having her voice.
Fair.
And what was the question you had actually asked, though?
Where they are.
Oh, she goes,
Like, where is this organization located?
well, they were originally located in the Spavati Dunes, but they are a little, well, they have gotten a little bolder. She holds up a rock.
A boulder. Is that a pun?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I saw Cade got it immediately because or Kate got it.
I just thought it was like a weird thing she was gonna go into.
Nope. That was me making a joke.
They used to ride these babies for miles.
And well, I've heard word that Dorsima has fallen to said organization. So that's a thing.
Wait,
When did that happen?
what? Dorsima's the place with the Mages Guild.
Yep.
Okay. Where we got the book and all that.
Where Cade's home and family is, friends, sorry, is.
Oh.
It felt...
As when?
Yes, when?
As of
Are you gonna say like
About-
last week or something?
about a
Yeah,
week
of course
ago.
it did.
About a week ago is when you
Yeah.
left Forminda. I'm gonna say that. Yeah, it took you guys like a week of roughing it into here.
Okay.
Wait, when we left Forminda, not when we left Dorsima. So it's not like it happened immediately upon our sleep.
No, it happened basically while you guys were
Wouldn't
like
have seen the
without
news,
a newspaper.
Right? Okay, but still
Exactly.
very recently. Okay.
Yeah. So
So they're like out in public.
no.
So what does falling to the organization entail?
Well, it was said to be a plague that just kind of or actually I think they're trying to put it on some sort of godly plague that like, oh, it's the next because the organization, of course, even though they're supposed to be helping mortality, they're still rather dicks.
Is the organization behind this whole apocalypse?
No. That's still very much the gods.
Right. And they want to fight against the gods.
Yes.
And you want to heal them?
I want to save the world.
By healing the god. By saving
By
the
saving them.
gods.
By breaking them. Yeah, a godly jailbreak, if it would.
They're in jail.
Oh, yeah, they've been imprisoned. I didn't mention that.
No,
Yeah.
you
so,
failed.
So
to
the
mention
sleeping
that.
is an imprisonment.
Of course it is.
And
Okay.
the organization is actually Hayamoe's jailers, which is a particularly sore spot for me.
I
But
see.
they each have their own imprisonment.
Hmm.
Has been designed to their weaknesses. Oh, they've also all been cursed. Yeah, that
The
happened.
gods were cursed. Who can curse a god?
Yes. Mm.
Another god.
But if all the gods are cursed and all the gods are sleeping, is there a god that isn't? Is there a bad god? Like, I mean, we used to think that all the
A
gods are bad, but is there
demon?
like a yeah?
A devil? A
Is there
demon?
something on the other side of the cylinder?
No. Oh. You guys don't know the true history of the world, do you?
Oh, we know what's in the history books, but
Oh yeah, that's
we
not
know
it.
Finding.
we know history
If-
books typically are written by the winners.
I think you can pretty much assume that we don't know much of anything since no one tells anyone anything in this world.
Okay. And she jumps back up, and she this time runs upstairs, and like you hear her picking up the books that she yeeted over the railing. And she brings them down. You see that she actually takes the pages out of the one that you guys brought and puts them into this other one. Says, might want to give this a read.
Are we able to see it kind of like animated picture style? Like it's like it's
Zahara
moving.
not read?
Did Zahara not read either?
No, Zahara can read, but it's a long ass book. It's like why read like a book that's gonna take a couple days when you can watch like a movie for an hour?
So I will read you the important parts.
What up, Tim?
So hey Tim.
Oh.
So you guys will see. So you guys do. I'm assuming you open the book. And the first page actually looked very familiar because it was part of the synopsis on the back of your copy of The Life of a God, and I am going to read this first and a few others. So there's like a few different chapters, and I can send you guys this if you end up keeping it. So the first chapter says start. I don't really remember being born. That is, I don't remember starting to exist. I just was. I know everyone was there waiting for me. Hayamoe taking temperatures and measurements and checking changes in air pressure. Yanam Brai and Horda were starting to create, and Domiko was training. But as soon as I started to take form, they stopped what they were doing and came over. They fawned over me like the little sibling I am. But as soon as Hayamoe got his readings, I understood the basics. They all went off with their own things and left me to my own devices. The basics? I'm a god. This is existence. We each have our own talents. We get to create whatever we want in the creation realm. They told me I was in charge of the unknown. I don't know what that exactly means, but I think I'm gonna figure it out. And then, next chapter, and you guys actually, this looks a little similar to something. Actually, it's not what you guys have read, but
Yeah.
well, this is a little different. You heard that the basics part. And the next section reads creation. Whatever we want. Of course, we all have our limits. I'm not so great with creating rock, but Horda can't create a rainbow. I don't know what physics is, but Hayamoe doesn't understand imagination. I feel a little lost in this existence. Horda is busiest, no doubt. Creating a world is nothing easy. Horda and Hayamoe have been spending the most time together. As Horda adds new foundations, Hayamoe must recalibrate this thing he calls gravity. Jan and Bry has been working on air and water. They will work together to create something called an atmosphere. She says these will be essential if we are to create life. That seems to be the big project. Life. I figure maybe my part hasn't come yet. After all, Domiko isn't contributing. They just sit all day with their eyes closed. Sometimes they test rocks for Horda or to ensure they're strong enough. When I tried to spend some time with Domiko and talk, they got angry and punched a rock. Everyone's gifts seem so well defined. The unknown. I don't even know what that is. Then the next section reads, the plane has landed. The opening day of the Big Rock. The others don't exactly like it when I call it that. Actually, Horda does. They always understood humor if they didn't really understand the concept. It's a clean, fresh slate. And now Jan and Bry has a place to work on her big project. Apparently, we all need to help with this one. I'm not sure how I can help. YB says they liked the work I did with the structure of water drops with the light to create rainbows. I liked it too. I'll see what I can do. The spark. My part was last, of course. Best for last, right? YB tried to make it seem like my part was most important, but I know they just forgot about me. Hayamoe was almost done, and YB turns to me and tells me that she needs a ball of energy from me. Just energy. She told me I had a couple centuries, so I didn't really have to worry about it just yet, but are you kidding me? I was so excited I started immediately, and barely stopped until the day that YB needed me. So I haul my energy to the creation realm. After a few centuries, I had gathered quite a bit. I get there and everyone is gathered around. I'm all excited and they turn to me and tell me that they just need a drop. A drop? I allotted centuries worth of energy for this project and you only need a drop? Am I too much? Am I even needed? God of the unknown? I like God of whatever's left. I knew I was an afterthought. And then you read year 0, sentience. And it pretty much picks up with what you guys have already read, which is the stuff about a shrub named Monty and the little ones gaining their awareness and the fact of whoever's writing this book.
So we still don't have a name on who wrote the book.
We still don't have a name.
But we have a name for 4 out of 5 of the gods now.
Yes, and I can spell them for you if you would like.
Yes, please.
Domiko would be lovely.
Yeah, it's D-O-M-I-K-O.
Okay, yeah. So that's...
And what was the other one?
It was Horda, and we already had...
Yeah, that's H-O-R-T-A.
Horta. Okay.
Do we know what they're gods of?
Domiko is body, Horda is ground, Hayamoe is mind, and Yanabra is wilds. I pay attention. You cannot decipher the notes I just took, but but they are there. In there. It's a mess.
And so you see that it then goes into more about the creation of the companions and integrating them into the ecosystem.
So is that...
And
never mind.
That's stuff you guys already got from the library.
Yeah.
It was like you had like basically you had like the back panel and then that section. So I'm gonna give you this for free. What you guys have gleaned from the what this has said, at least they use different words than you guys use. It seems like they don't. Oh, actually, and I think. Oh no, you guys know that one. They, you guys know it as, like, the realm of
The mortals.
mortals, the realm of others, and the realm of
The ethereals.
the ethereals. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
it's
couldn't
also
remember
all
what.
on one page. Every note I've ever
Good.
taken is on one page, so, like, it's right there.
So, you guys know the realms as those three, but it seems like they don't call them that the gods, at least, don't call them the same thing. And what you guys have gleaned is that creation is the mortal realm, existence is the ethereal realm, and you don't know what they call the other one. Because they haven't.
Wait,
referred to
creation
it.
is the mortal realm. Existence. Okay. Creation and existence. Oh, so existence isn't the concept of existence, it's the realm of existence. I see. Interesting. Okay. Well, that's all wonderful. It didn't actually answer our question, though.
What was your question?
Is there a god that is trying to take down the other gods?
No.
Okay, so, but the the organization is strong enough to imprison a god without the help of another god. And we're supposed to...
Well, it's not just the organization. The organization is Hayamoe's imprisonment.
Okay, so there are 5 different...
Their whole thing,
Okay.
their existence is his imprisonment.
Okay. Right. Sure. That... Mm-hmm. When you say existence, you mean with a lowercase e this time?
Yes.
Okay. In other words, they exist in order to imprison him, or the fact that they exist means he is imprisoned?
The second one.
That's confusing. I don't like that. Okay.
Zahara wants to chime in and be like, so, are all the gods imprisoned now?
Yes.
And they're
If all the gods are imprisoned, how can they be causing the apocalypse?
Ah, see, what you're misunderstanding is that there's a difference between the physical form and the not-so-physical form.
So the not-so-physical form... Or wait, their physical forms are imprisoned, and their not-so-physical forms are attacking the world.
Yes.
And we want to help them?
Ah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's not really my decision to make.
Right, but okay, we in the royal we. You want to help them.
Well, alright. I'm gonna lay it out for you guys. The people of Ninda probably would like to see the gods either lulled back to sleep or just, like, outright killed. Murk 'em.
But that's because they've been lied to.
Yes.
Right.
So, but we have reached a little bit of a point where the gods don't. The gods have lost faith in this project.
The project being us.
Being life,
Right.
yes. World.
Uh-huh. I mean, I would lose faith too if their project came back and imprisoned them.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's honestly fair.
So basically, your choice.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose to accept it,
Mm-hmm.
is to either help the organization and kill the gods, or persuade them to stop. Persuade them that Ninda is worth saving.
Okay, so if the organization is imprisoning just Hayamoe,
You can just say mind, like God of the Mind.
well, Either way, I'm gonna
Whatever's
forget.
easier.
Yeah. Hire Moe. Then, who's imprisoning the other 4?
Ah, good question. So, part of their imprisonment is the curse. The curses that have been laid upon them is part of what keeps them weak enough to be in an imprisoned state. And I probably should have mentioned the organization is they're all prophets. They see the future. They're diviners.
Of course.
Their knowledge of the future makes Hayamoe weak because the future is not written.
Right.
And they should not possess such powers.
But they have it because
they are his curse.
They're his curse. Okay.
The others? Well, we don't know what's become of Domiko. Yanam Brai has been frozen solid.
In the Godly Peaks?
And oh no, in the shades.
Guys, I was writing down notes. I just have to say, I was writing like frozen solid. I wrote frozen salad.
Yummy, yummy.
I just had to say that.
Right, I'll add this to the
Yeah. So we do
Frozen. Okay. Frozen 2.
Oh, and when I say that, I mean like that's her imprisonment. Is she's fully solid frozen and has been forced to watch her people die to a plague of sorts.
For people?
Yeah.
The dragons?
Which people?
Oh, her followers,
Oh,
the people
okay.
who guard her area.
Wait, so there's a plague in the shades too. Wait, is Dormishire in the shades? Wait.
Dorsima doesn't actually have a plague.
Oh,
Dorsima doesn't actually have a plague.
Oh.
They were using that as a cover-up of
To get people not to go there. Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I see.
Like,
And
actually, Lila does say that, and the people in Dorsima, they were actually, they were, evacuated. I couldn't think of the word. They've all moved to the Mages Guild and all them. They've moved to
So
Shady
they just
Lake.
wanted the place, not the people.
Yeah, they wanted a more centralized place.
Does it have anything to do with like a centralized sanctuary of magic?
It has a little bit to do with that, but doesn't. It has to do with the fact that yes, they do have all of the magic books on how to use magic and how to manipulate magic in one place. Definitely stupid.
Right. I have a
And don't even get me started on the Temple of the Temples.
Right, the Temple
And
of the Temples.
and she looks at Gothrar and says,
As in how stupid
you know what
that
I'm talking
name
about.
is, or
"Eh, it wasn't my choice."
right.
what about the God of the Unknown? So this God wrote this book.
Yeah.
Do you know the name?
Well, Charlie wrote the book.
But it's written in. Is it a?
Yeah,
But
he was a prophet of the God.
But it uses I.
Yeah,
For
that's
the first
how.
Person.
Yeah, that's how they wanted it to be written.
Charlie wrote this book for this God in this first person context.
Mm-hmm.
What
Was the droplet magic?
happened?
Was that what the droplet was?
What?
Well, the droplet that they just wanted a droplet, but he made but.
I thought you said chocolate.
but the.
I was like, what?
But this unknown god made they made centuries worth of something and then were only asked for a little bit of it. Was the little bit magic?
No.
Okay. So we don't know what the...
We all have magic.
Yes, but maybe there's like a huge store... I was working on a theory that maybe there was just a huge store of magic, and imprisoning all of the gods would allow the organization, etc., to gain access to the centuries worth of magic that the god of the unknown created. But apparently that's not what it was that they made centuries worth of.
Good guess, though. No, they used the rest of the... If you read on, it says that they used the rest of the energy to create the companions.
Oh, okay. I see.
If you don't mind me asking, where exactly is Charlie? What happened to him?
He died.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
He was lost long before that.
What do you mean?
Charlie was one of the first to... He was one of the first leaders, which means he was one of the first to turn against the gods, and Charlie was always a charismatic boy.
If he was a prophet, did he found the organization?
No, he was not the one.
Okay.
That was something that, none of the leaders wanted a hand in. They rather push it off on someone else.
That sounds about right.
Yep. Yeah, it does. Want something done, you gotta get it done. Get things done.
I'm sorry, what? I'm hearing double.
Same.
Sorry, that was me. I think got unplugged.
What I said didn't quite make any sense, so I was going to just play it off as she just rambled a little bit and didn't quite make sense herself.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to change the subject real quick, just because I do have a question. This is a lot. This is a lot. You have to admit that this is a lot.
Yes,
but it doesn't really... okay, so let me just to summarize, and then I'll get to my question.
Yes.
So the organization decided that the three of us, for whatever reason, are the fated ones, because they're prophets and they know all, except, whatever.
She rolls her eyes at that,
right,
but yes.
Magic. Anyway, so they influenced our lives so that we would get to this point, and then made us go somewhere or whatever. Okay. And then you went along with it. What does Mila and Hallow and Cade's fathers have to do with that? Why did we receive letters from them?
Well, because we saw more in you than just a plot.
Okay, but the people, what do they have to do with this? Why did...
They're in on it.
Pardon me, but...
Yes.
Cade's fathers, we just discussed one of them being murdered. And as far as Cade has said, the other one is also dead, ? Sorry, I don't want to... But, I've been in denial for a long time, but I mean, Hallow disappeared 5 years ago, so... But, I mean, Mila is here, so it's all a big old ? I suppose. What do you mean they're in on it?
I don't know, honestly.
Oh, gods.
Those are not questions for me.
Well, how about this? Are they alive?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know who they are.
You don't know who... What do you mean you don't know who they are? What?
I don't...
So, who told Mila to write the letter? You did, right?
Well, I
told Mila to write the letter. How did you know to write the letter?
It's part of the plan.
Who made the plan?
Oh, Jesus.
The organization? The organization made the plan? The organization then told Hallow to write a letter from beyond the grave, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? He's not dead. He's definitely not dead. Anyway, moving on.
And I think at that, you guys hear footsteps on the stairs. And you see your least favorite person at this moment. And she goes, I might be able to shed a little light on that.
Oh, so you're gonna admit that you actually know things now?
Or I'll just go home. And she starts to walk down the stairs.
Estrella's not gonna say anything.
Okay, she leaves.
No, Estrella, come back, please.
She's outside the building.
Zahara's glaring
She's like
daggers.
walking away from the village.
Zahara's glaring daggers at Estrella. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
What? I confronted her about this before, and she acted like she knew nothing about anything. And now suddenly, oh, I can shed some light on things. I know so much. I'm so special.
Letting your pride get the best of you. We need answers.
Oh, fine.
She's gonna go after
and then Lila goes, just let her go.
Yes, she will come back. She's making a scene.
She's not coming back.
Fine, then she has nothing to say. I know people like her. I grew up with people like her.
I can shed the same light that she can.
That's what I figured.
Look, your families, or the people important to you, were contacted by an unknown third party.
Recently? Or at our birth?
Mom.
Oh, no. Just to write the letters.
Uh-huh.
More unknown, not connected to the organization?
No.
So someone contacted my brother who has been disappeared for 5 years and no one knows where he is. And someone contacted a dead person.
She's gonna look at you and go... She looks right at you, Estrella, and goes, look, I am one piece of this puzzle.
Yes, you are a lot of puzzle.
I have been stuck in this town for 9,000 years.
That is interesting, yes. I can see you getting stir crazy.
And my only means of outside communication have been this fucking thing. And she points to the like fire pit.
What? That. I thought you meant the. Never mind. What? Hold on. Why are you stuck? What do you mean you're stuck? What?
Yeah, why didn't you just leave?
I'm an old lady. I don't really want to move around.
9,000 years ago, you weren't an old lady.
Oh, no, but I liked it here.
So you're not stuck. That's the opposite of stuck.
No, I'm not. Oh, I'm not physically stuck.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's going on in the wider world.
Okay.
I have the answers that I have given you. I know nothing more.
Okay.
Sienna, did she tell us the actual history with the gods? So, like, they made people left the gods abandoned the people?
Okay.
Or what's the timeline with that? I'm getting a little confused.
Okay, so what really happened, gods created the world. They had a little spark of life, and then evolution.
Yes.
Like evolution like our planet. Then what happened is that once the beings got sentient, they came back and was like, surprise! We've got more surprises for you. Like, surprise! We're real. Gods are real. And we've got more surprises for you. And they brought magic. But whereas all of the histories that you have read say that they just unleashed wild magic, they didn't unleash it. They kind of wove it into this reality, or this realm, and taught people how to use it. And then, after like a decent amount of time. They got tired and just decided to retire to existence.
Oh.
Okay.
But they never left. They physically left. They never...
Spiritually left.
Yeah. They could still, if people reached out to them, they could still contact them. But basically what Lilo was trying to say is that during this period of silence from the gods, where they weren't just walking around with people, they weren't silent. If you prayed to a god for help, they were gonna help you. But they were no longer right in front of their faces, and so people kind of thought they abandoned them. And that was perpetuated by lies from, like, Charlie. That they weren't going to be around anymore, and they were going to abandon them, and look how dangerous magic can be. And then they came back, and the people had turned on them, and they got upset. So they were like, maybe we gave them this toy a little early, so they tried to take the toy back. People didn't want them to take the toy back. The toy is magic.
I got it.
And then they put them to sleep.
So overall, it sounds like this whole thing started because of a little bit of miscommunication. Like, physically we're not here, but like spiritually we are. But then people thought that they had just like completely left. And then people who were bitter about the gods just started to be like, yeah, well, these gods are bad. And blah, blah, blah.
As far as we know, it's not like they wanted something out of the gods other than their being there. It's not like putting them away was a way to... So, did they win anything by putting the gods to sleep?
Did they win anything?
They got to keep magic.
Alright, I guess that... According to Estrella, that's not winning, but...
Yeah. They got to keep magic, and they didn't have to worry about these gods. Like, the way that the people phrased it when the gods had left was that, like, they were oppressing us. They were trying to tell us what to do with it. This is ours now. We should do whatever we want with it. And so, like, mortality putting the gods to sleep was kind of like, you're not the boss of us anymore, but we still kind of need you here because you are the sources of these magics, so
they're using them as, like, batteries now.
Yeah, they're like power sources right now.
So that's why we need them. Wait, but if we kill them, how would that work? Wouldn't they no longer be power sources anymore? That seems dangerous. Okay. Well.
Okay, I get it a little bit more now. Because I was like, why do we want to help these gods? Now I see, okay, like, it wasn't the gods coming with a vengeance because people were fine on their own. It was like a twisted narrative. And
100%.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, cool. That's what I needed. But yeah, anyway, at this point, Sahara's just gonna be like clutching her head like, all right, this is a lot to take in. I need some fresh air. And she's gonna step outside and go, I don't know, just like
Go hang out with
be on her
Galleria.
own in the woods for a bit.
Take Ruby for a walk.
A fly. I'm gonna take Ruby for a fly.
Monty comes waddling after you, of course.
Of course.
But he also, on his way out, turns to Reginald and says, "You want to go get some fresh air?" And I don't know why I stopped, as if I was waiting for Leah to respond. Like, I am Reginald.
Pause.
And Reginald just goes, no, thank you.
Come on, Monty. Let's leave Reggie alone.
It's Reginald, please.
Ah, right. Sorry, Reggie.
And you've never heard a tree sigh before, but you just heard a tree
It's just
sigh.
like the sound of rustling leaves.
He wilts a little bit.
Reggie.
And at that moment, Hey, Gothrar, make a perception check again.
Let me get it. I don't know why I keep looking. At this point, I know what my perception is. I think. Double check. I'm so sleepy. Perception. Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, it's the last roll.
Ever?
Ever.
Well, we'll find out.
If you don't see this, you die.
18.
If you do see it,
What
you
is it?
die harder.
18.
You die harder.
Love that movie.
Yeah, that's what they should have called the second Die Hard.
Die harder.
Die
yeah,
harder.
Missed opportunity.
Die
Die
hardest. Die
Hard
hardest.
3, Die Hardest.
The prequel, Die Hardly.
Hardly.
Hey guys, that's where we're gonna end our session.
Oh.
Oh, we don't get to find out the roll.
It was an 18, right?
It was an 18, yeah.
Okay.
What does that mean?
We'll find out next time.
Oh. Okay.
Rude.
Cool.
Very rude.
Zahara and Shannon has a lot to take in.
I want to know why I'm making these rolls.
Mm-hmm. I have a theory.
Yeah.
Not about your
none.
role. I don't know what that's
I
about.
actually am going. I will say this.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, we
But
just got a
except that we
raid.
just ended,
Oh, we just
but-
ended. We're ending.
But thanks anyway.
But thank you for the raid.
Yeah.
Thanks for the raid.
I will say with that 18, Gothar, you do see what needs to be seen. You know what? Actually, how about all of you give me perception checks just before?
Well, that's not good. Well, with my now 1 instead of 2, it's a 9.
It's a 22.
Ooh.
I hate this wisdom.
What are we, perception?
Yeah.
17.
I lost.
I lost.
Hello.
Hi.
And
I'm sleepy.
And Shan, actually, you see this. You see as Reginald comes waddling over to Gothar, and Gothar, you see this too.
Is this
and,
like right before I leave?
Cade, you also see this. Yeah, as you're like turning to leave, you see something like blue and fuzzy on his trunk legs. Gothar, you see it.
It's turning into the
Blue and
cookie
fuzzy on
monster.
Reginald's legs?
Blue and fuzzy on his trunk legs.
Okay.
Am I supposed to know what that means?
I think I know what it means.
You know what it means.
I know what
Gothar-
it means!
Gothar knows what
We
it
all
means.
know
and
it
Leo's
means
gonna
he's
cry.
turning into the cookie monster.
Yes. And then there are going to be some interesting checks I have to make in the next. Have you guys make in the next session? So. And with Gothrar looking heartbroken. Oh, actually, just real quick, Zahara, you can give me a nature check if you want to see what that's about, because you got a 22 on that perception, so I'm gonna let you have an.
Okay. Oh. It's a 13.
13? No, that's not gonna do it.
Dang.
And that's where we're gonna end our session today, guys.
Alright.
Alright.
Well.
Random blue fuzzy thing.
You see a teary
Gothrar
Gothrar.
looks absolutely devastated.
As Reginald is waddling over to give him another cup of cold tea.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Reginald.
It's going to be okay, sir.
Alright.
On that note,
On that note.
it's bedtime.
Wait, isn't Zahara outside with her hawk? Anyway.
We said that she made the check before.
Oh, okay. I was not paying attention. Anyway, well, good night, everybody.
And that's that!
I need to sleep.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I know! I've been trying to lore dump this stuff on you for 2 weeks now.
Yes. Well.
And you have been lured.
You've been lured. You
Yep.
lured over
You just
us.
got Lord.
Alright, well, good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us even for, 5 minutes, but
Yes,
thanks for coming.
thank you for the raid.
Yay.
Join us in 2 weeks where we will continue this, or join us next week where we will play some sort of nostalgic game.
I will not be here next week.
Well,
I have
join
a
3
meeting.
out of the 5 of
Well,
us next week. Maybe. Who knows?
yeah.
It's always a mystery. Good night.
Good night!
Bye. Good night.